Welcome everyone to the 8th episode of Shot for Shot. This is Caden here, and today we're playing Remington Parkview Valley Golf Course located in Markham, Ontario. This is the more popular of the two 18s at Remington, and the valley is located in the lower half of the golf course along the Rouge River. Thank you to our newest subscriber, Brent Jenkins. Welcome to the channel, brother, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and smash that like button. Let's get this video to 30 likes, and let's start today's round. Today we'll be playing from the whites, which play about 5,050 yards and is a par 35 on the front and a par 36 on the back. Our first shot here is our pitching wedge, 129 yards, and I ended up coming a bit short, thankfully just short of the bunker as well. And now we have a bit of a chip here to get close to the hole. My ball's sitting well in the rough, and I'm aiming on the left side of the pin. Just try to let it funnel back down towards the pin and make an okay chip, a little more left than I thought. Putting downhill, I'm aiming a bit on the left edge of the cup and end up pushing it a little bit. So now we walk away with a bogey on the first hole, +1, and we're off to the second. Par 5, 551 yards. I'm using my 3-wood and aiming along the left edge of the fairway to allow my fade to kind of take the ball to the center of the fairway. But I end up making a bad contact and end up slicing it right into the water. So now we have to take a drop, and we have about 312 yards to the hole, and I decided to use my 4-iron to try and roll it up by the 100 stake. But once again, make a crappy shot and slice it right into the water. So we had forced to take another drop shot, and not the way I was hoping to start this round, but 155 yards with my 8-iron here, make a good shot finally and stick it on the green. But we have a pretty slippery putt ahead of us. And just saying hello to the course marshal here. Apparently we have to pick up the pace a bit. I guess he doesn't realize everyone doesn't move as fast as him, but what can you do? So now we have a pretty large bogey putt, and this is a really slippery green. I can't quite tell from this camera angle, but it is very, very right to left. And we make an okay lag putt. Bit of a knee knocker here for double bogey, and we leave with 2 lost balls with a double bogey. So now 300 yards, par 4, 6-iron, big dog leg left, kind of just aiming between the bushes there and the 150 and make a pretty good strike. That's exactly what we were hoping to do. And now we have about 142 yards with my 9-iron, aiming to the left the left tree beside the pin there, and just let my fade kind of take me towards the hole. But I end up blocking it again. This is a bad miss again. The last couple of holes have been pretty similar in terms of that miss, so I'm not happy with the start of this round. But what can you do? You can't play a perfect round every round. So, anyways, chipping for a birdie here with my 54 degree in the rough, and we come up a bit shorter than we were hoping. Usually, we want to try to get up and down opportunity, and this is a pretty big putt here for par, so not looking good. Miss my putt, misread it, and we end up going away with a bogey. So now we're +4, 110 yards here with my pitching wedge, par 3. It's a very short one, awkward distance to be honest for me. So it's kind of like a little bit over a 3/4 swing, and I end up blocking it, the same exact miss. It's been pretty annoying. Anyways, we end up going a bit long into the bush, but I end up finding my ball, and we make a bit of a chip here, and actually made a pretty nice shot from where we were. Happy with that one, and now I give myself a decent little chance for par here. About 4 feet, pretty straight, I would say. And thankfully we run away with a par. So now +4 after 4 holes. Dog leg left, slight dog leg left, uphill, 295 yards. We use my 3-wood and the same miss, blocking it. I'm not straightening out my front leg, and I'm just leaving my body open, and it's pushing my ball every time. So now I have to take another drop shot, 92 yards, using my pitching wedge, uphill. And we make a decent shot. I can't quite see I can only see the top of the flag here, so I'm thinking that it's a decent shot. But I ended up carrying the hole a bit longer than I was hoping. Ended up at the back of the green, and this is another pretty slippery putt here downhill on the fringe rather. and make a nice lag putt here. We walk away with a bogey. If I can, those guys gave it to me. If I can run away with not losing my balls, I'd be in a lot better condition here. Anyways, 340 yards, using my 3-iron, trying to let it go down this hill. There's a river, as you can see on the right, just before the green, so you can't really use a 3-wood or a driver, otherwise you'd be really close to the river there. And I end up missing this recording, unfortunately, so end up making a nice shot, but it was very long. Ended up in the crap there behind the green. So now we're chipping for birdie using my 54 degree. And it was a tough lie. Those downhill lies are really tough, and I wasn't really sitting in the most pleasurable grass there. So now we are putting from the rough for par downhill. And make an okay putt there from the rough. So we walk away with a bogey. And we are off to the par 5, dog leg right, 490 yards, 7th hole, using my 5-iron to try to get around the 200 mark. And make a good shot. It's exactly where I wanted to put it. And this hole kind of favored with my push. So now we have another 276 yards. So I'm just trying to knock my 8-iron to around the 100 mark, because it is a big dog leg right still. And so in the valley here, this kind of comes up, the last few holes kind of come up towards the hydro field, which I'm not too happy about, which is also on the same level as the upper, which is the other 18 holes here. Anyways, 76 yards, 54 degree, and I ended up crushing this one. Not a great shot. This should be attacking range, not what I just did there. So now we're at the very, very, very back of this long, narrow green, and we have a pretty hefty size putt here from the fringe. And I get about 2/3 of the way there, leave it really short. And now we have a challenging par putt, which is unfortunate for being 76 yards out for my trying to get for birdie there. And then I end up making a decent putt here, just slips out. Try to run away with a par there, but we walk away with a bogey. And we are off to the par 4, another dog leg left. Pretty short par 4, it's 265, but I'm just trying to knock my 8-iron to the 100 and make my worst shot of the day. I end up chunking this one pretty bad here. So now I'm forced to, I can't attack the green. I have to kind of lay up here before the green. So I'm just using my 54 degree to try to get it a little bit closer. And we make a nice shot, kind of exactly what we wanted to do. And now we have about a 58-yard shot to the green here, laying in the rough, using my 54 degree. And this is a pretty challenging green. It's actually pretty small, and it is it's sloping quite a bit. But we make an okay shot. So now we're trying to putt and save for par again. And big left to right break, and I guess I overread it a bit and didn't hit it hard enough, but we end up walking away with a bogey. They also gave that one to me, I promise. And so we're on the 9th hole here, +8. Not a great score, but what can you do? 167 yards using my 6-iron, lots of wind. And now this is my worst shot of the day. Great way to end it, right? So now we're sitting between the two ferns here. Trying to chip it over this left tree and trying to land it on the green using my 54 degree, which hasn't been a great club for me today, but what can you do? And I end up coming short. Classic. So now we're trying to chip for up and down for a bogey, and my camera died on me here, so I try to shot trace to what the ball would look like, and I end up missing the pin and the hole quite a bit here, but now we're putting uphill for bogey. And of course we missed that one too. So end it with a +10, which is just a terrible score. Not too happy with this round, but what can you do? We'll be back for another episode, hopefully within the next week. So if you guys can give this a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys in one of my next videos.